We are live now. So, hello students and welcome back to bankexamstudy.com. So, today we are actually providing IBPS RRB Scale to GBO's important question. So, today I am providing 8 latest important questions for IBPS RRB Scale to GBO exam, right? Especially for the financial awareness section. This is the most scoring section. Even at the time of interviews, this particular section is really important. Yeah, we'll do 8 questions. There are a lot of South Indian students, so that's why I'm using the English language. नहीं तो हिंदी मेरी भी अच्छी है. चलिए कोई नहीं. Let's start with the question number 1. What is the rank of India in Global Democracy Index? I did this particular lecture. I did a proper lecture on Global Democracy Index in the morning, and that is also available on YouTube and Bank Exam Today's mobile app. So, what is the rank of India in Global Democracy Index? That is 41. The India's rank in Global Democracy Index is 41. There is a scale of 1 to 10, in which 10 is best, 1 is worst, and India scored 7.23 in this particular index. This index is actually released by the Economist magazine, the Economist, the Economist Intelligence Unit, which is part of Economist Group. They also release the Economist magazine. So India has been termed as flawed democracy. India is not termed as full democracy. Why? Because of the worst political culture. Due to the worst political culture. Um, that's all. India's rank is 41. Okay. Who releases the Global Democracy Index? अब तो मैं बता चुका हूँ, already told you. The Economist Intelligence Group, EIU, which is a British company, right? The headquarters in London, UK. And this is of the first Global Democracy Index was released in the year 2006. Really simple. The question number 3. Who has been appointed as MD and CFO of World Bank? Really important. Anshula Kant, Amitabh Kant, Raghuram Rajan, Arundhati Bhattacharya. The correct answer, very confusing. A lot of you are going to mark wrong answer अगर आपने पहले नहीं देखा है, but the correct answer is Anshula Kant. This is Anshula Kant. Right now, she is the MD of Managing Director of State Bank of India. She'll be the first woman Chief Financial Officer of World Bank Group. And she has more than 35 years of expertise in banking, finance and technology. She has done economic honors graduation from Lady Shri Ram College. And then she did her post-graduation from Delhi School of Economics. Okay. The question number 4. Under which act SEBI has acquired the power to invest regulatory? Make a Google search. The NSE, a penalty was levied on the NSE as well. There was a leakage of data at NSE, real-time leakage of data at NSE. That was happening for a long period of time. I think for 4 years that was happening. The leakage of data and crucial data. There was a WhatsApp group where the crucial data was shared, right? So that's why the government of India provided this power to with the SEBI, that now according to the bill, if a person tampers with the information, destroys the regulatory data, access data in an unauthorized manner, then a penalty up to rupees 10 crore or 3 times the value of unlawful gain, whichever is higher, would be imposed on the entity. That actually happened in case of a NSE. A penalty was levied on National Stock Exchange, right? The top management of National Stock Exchange was involved in this scam. You can make a Google search on that. There was a scam at NSE. Now, the SEBI, they are having the right to find out if a person, whoever the person is tampering the data, destroys, or having the illegal access, and he tries to manipulate the markets, the prices of the market instruments, then the penalty will be levied. Okay. So it is under which act? It is under the SEBI Act 1992. I already mentioned here, under the SEBI Act 1992, this power is given to the SEBI. What is the maximum limit for the subscription of the sovereign gold bond scheme for individual and HUFs? Really important. The minimum is 1 gram and the max is 4 kg for the individuals and the HUFs and 20 kg for the trust. Okay, so the correct answer is 4 kg. I forgot to unfold it. It was bold. So who is the chairman of the committee set up by RBI to review the regulatory guidelines and the supervisory framework of core investment companies? What is a core investment company? First of all, you should know that a core investment company is a kind of a NBFC that is indulged in the business of acquiring shares and securities, right? A CIC holds not less than 90% of its net asset in form of investments like shares or securities. The investment is made in equity shares, preference shares, debentures, bonds, debt or loans in the group companies, right? So investment in equity shares in a group company are not less than 60% of its net assets. Okay, so equity shares should be 60% of net assets. So that's what a core investment company, it's a sort of NBFC, right? So why this committee was actually, set up to examine the current regulatory framework of CIC and suggest the changes. Okay, to suggest the changes to the current approach of RBI towards the registration of CIC. Okay, to strengthen the corporate governance and disclosure requirements. See, students, the CICs, they are powerful. They are having a lot of money, right? And they can create artificial demand of a security, right? They can take price of a security to like sky, right? So they are having unusual control over the prices of small companies, right? So the RBI wants to control it so that the retail investors, they'll get the equal opportunity as the CICs. Okay, so that was the point. And the committee shall submit the report by 31st of October 2019. So there will be, the rule will actually, what is the purpose? To enhance the offsite and on-site supervision over CIC so that they won't get the unusual demand of CIC. Why? Because CICs are huge. They are having a lot of capacities. Okay, they are having a lot of money. So who's the chairman of committee that is set up by RBI to review the regulatory guidelines and supervisory framework for the core investment companies? That is Tapan Ray. Tapan Ray committee has been set up. Okay, he's the chairman of the committee. What is zero budget natural farming is based on which method? No use of chemical fertilizer. Okay, this particular method, Nirmala Sitharaman, she quoted this zero budget natural farming twice in her budget speech. So zero budget stand for no production cost in farming besides the seeds. You are just buying the seeds, nothing else. No chemicals, no fertilizers, nothing, zero. So if no fertilizer, no chemicals are used, that leads to zero credit. This type of farming is successful in Karnataka, and other states are also have started using it. The aim is to pull out the farmers from debt traps, and now even the produce of these farmers are exported to Singapore. I have read that in the news. So the no use of fertilizer is a correct answer. Eighth and the really important question: which of the following is allowed to take benefits of alternate composition scheme? Service provider. See, that's really important. The important line here is this one. Okay. The e-commerce players, the businesses with tobacco and pan masala, the interstate supplies, and ice cream manufacturers. I don't know why the ice cream manufacturer comes into picture. They are not allowed to take the benefit of composition scheme. So what is composition scheme? In the GST, there are tax slabs. For example, for service tax, there is 18% tax slab. Okay. Now there is composition scheme. What is composition scheme? What is my total revenue is whatever my total revenue. Okay. Let's say my total revenue is 10 lakh rupees. What I can do is, instead of maintaining the bills and everything, what I can do is I can just opt for the composition scheme and pay 6% of 10 lakhs and just forget about everything else. The other way around is pay 18% and I'll get the benefit of input tax credit. whatever services, whatever the products I have purchased and the GST I have paid, I'll get the input tax credit for that, but I need to pay 18%, right? So the composition scheme says that the manufacturer whose annual turnover is less than 1.5 crores, and in Northeast, this limit is 75 lakh rupees. And for service providers like us, this limit is 50 lakh rupees. They are eligible for composition scheme. And under this scheme, they pay the tax every quarter instead of every month. Instead of every month, they need to pay tax every quarter. The composition scheme applies at the rate of 1% for the manufacturers and 5% on restaurants and 6% for service providers, right? So that's all for today, students. Let me tell you that we have started the IBPS RRB GBO Scale 2, Scale 3 Marketing Officer, for the marketing officer and also for the agriculture officer, agri officer. We have started the proper courses for that. We'll be providing video classes, notes, test series and worksheet. Everything is available on learn.bankexamstoday.com, or you can install the Bank Exams Today mobile application. So this is the WhatsApp number. In case of any doubt, you can WhatsApp us, and please subscribe the channel. I'll be back tomorrow. So this is the list of students who cracked RBI Grade B, IBPS SO Marketing, SEBI Grade A, NABARD Grade A, Vijaya Bank Grade Officer, Bank of India. So that's all for today, students. Thank you and have a very nice day. If you're unable to understand anything, please make a comment. Thank you and have a very nice day. Bye.